So onto the Georgian period. This is a huge period of history where fashion changed in all kinds of ways. So this really gives you a lot of variety in this era to kind of go for a lot of different things and what you might look for. And there should be, at least if you have some stuff in your wardrobe, you might be able to make it work for this period. There are two things which stayed largely the same for this period of history in terms of men's fashion, which was the length of the trousers, which stopped again just past the knee, and the wide sleeves of their shirt. So again, if you have a generic wide sleeved LARP shirt and don't mind rolling your trousers up to the knee with a pair of long socks, you're about 3/4 of the way to producing a really simple Georgian look without even trying that hard. If you've got an old pirate coat in your wardrobe, I'm sure everyone has old pirate coats in their wardrobes, you can pretty much get away with wearing that for this period, since frock coats were really popular of this time. Obviously, pirate coats are pretty much available in any kind of costume store, online, LARP sites, alternative fashion stores. Anything that looks like a fancy frock coat can pretty much cover this period. So if you want to wear one of them or you have one lying around, go for it. That's perfect for this sort of style. If you wanted to, you could also add a hat. Again, sort of the cavalier style hat would be good, with big plumes of feathers, which you can get pretty much from any sort of costume store or online, what have you. For a less ostentatious look for men, you could go for a more pilgrim or colonial sort of style look, which would usually be like a brown waistcoat, brown sort of breeches, the LARP shirt, and a tricorn hat. Again, tricorn hats you can pretty much get most places where you're going to find a pirate coat. So if you wanted to be a pirate, you can do that, or you can take elements of that and use that to create a sort of more historical look if that's what you wanted to go for. The most recognisable style for women of this period is obviously the typical Marie Antoinette style with the huge skirts and the massive wigs. Obviously we're not expecting you to go and make that. I mean, you can if you really want to go and get that, by all means, but we understand that's not particularly easy to get a hold of or make, so please don't feel under any pressure to do that. A really simple way to kind of create a Georgian woman look of this period is to fake the underlayers of the skirt. So one suggestion would be buy two skirts and hoist one over the other and pin it in a kind of ruched fashion to create this sort of flowing fabric over the top of one of them. I know some people fake the sort of fullness of the skirt by creating a fake bustle, which will consist of a small cushion, and they'll just tie some ribbons to it and tie it around their waist to create the nice butt back look. So this skirt look, coupled with, again, your sort of stereotypical LARP shirt, will create kind of a very nice base sort of associated with the period. You can add a bodice on top, or go a bit more masculine and wear a simple waistcoat, because, you know, this style was also in fashion at the time, so you could go with that. Headwear for women could be anything from mop caps, which you can get pretty much from any costume store again, or online. You can wear this with aprons as well, since aprons and mop caps are things if you wanted something a bit more simple. Again, kind of throw a shawl over your shoulders and you've got a nice simple look to go for. If you aren't happy with the sort of made mop cap look, you can get straw hats, which are pretty much available from any historical reenactment place. These were called bergère, I think that's how you say it. Bergère. Bergère hats. Yeah, they can be pretty much purchased from most historical reproduction places. Again, Etsy and other commissioners can make these well if you want to go that route. Again, if you wanted to go down the more masculine route, you can wear military style jackets. These would be like cropped jackets, or again you could wear a frock coat over the top, like that pirate coat you might have hidden in your wardrobe somewhere. And again, you can top this with cavalier hats with big feathers again, to create that kind of look. Part of this period was all about wigs, so as I mentioned earlier, in the Restoration period you can go for those big long curly wigs. Alternate suggestions are powdered wigs, so kind of George Washington style, like the sort of thing you'd see lawyers wear. These again you can purchase from most sort of costume places, fancy dress hire, and various commissioners can do even fancier ones if you wanted to go down that route. There's loads of film examples if you need ideas for further inspiration of this period. Everything from Brotherhood of the Wolf, The Duchess, Plunkett and Maclean, Marie Antoinette, Amadeus, even Pirates of the Caribbean. All of them will work for this period if you need any fun ideas. There's also a massive variety of patterns out there for any and all these styles of clothes should you wish to create some of your own. Go for Butterick 3071, Butterick 3072, Butterick 3640 and Butterick 3894. There's loads of other ones out there. These are just some quick ones I found, but go and do your own look if you want to go find something. You can pretty much cover this period with most stuff you're going to find in either your wardrobe or in fancy dress stores, so if this is what you want to go, this is probably the easiest one to look for.